Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an experience like no other. Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for The Mary D. Show, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. The Mary D. Show brings you powerful insights and inspiring stories from a diverse range of guests. Join our incredible host, Mary D. Welch, as she sits down with thought leaders, business owners, and changemakers, sharing their journeys and successes. From career professionals and entrepreneurs to educators and beauty advisors, Mary D. Welch interviews sports figures and health enthusiasts, offering a platform for extraordinary voices. Explore the world of extraordinary people and places in business and finance, homes and real estate, beauty and wellness, education and empowerment, sports and health, and more. Want to be a guest on the show? Call 619-669-8603 or email Mary at marydwelch.com. Visit www.marydwelch.com to learn more.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to start over again. Welcome to the Mary D Show. Thank you to our live viewers. Hi, live viewers. Thank you to our replay viewers. Hi, replay viewers. All of you matter because all of you are here. Before we get started with today's show, I do want to take just a moment because we know today is MLK or Dr. Martin Luther King days today. It's the third Monday of the month of January. We celebrate Dr. King's birthday. The actual birthday for Dr. King is on January the 15th, but we celebrate on that third Monday. So today there's been parades, there's been breakfasts, we had a walk here in our community. We do the MLK walk, but there's an acknowledgement that this man dedicated his life to nonviolence, gave his life for nonviolence. And so that if you really be honest, all of us have benefited. If you're African-American, African-American, and really society, let's just be honest, our society has benefited because he was willing to step out and say to the world that this is not right. This is not right. Remember when Dr. King spoke, segregation was very real in the South. You sat in the back of the bus, you sat in the movie theaters. All of the things that we take for granted right now did not exist. Now, depending on what state you were in, but in the South, it was very real. You had to give up your seat on the bus if somebody white entered or came on the bus and there were no seats. That was the way society was. So though we take it for granted now, that's because our generation never really knew. We never really lived it. I'm the product of Southern parents. My parents were born and raised in the South, and so those issues, like it or not, I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. They actually lived them. And when I asked my mother to talk about it, I never mentioned it to my father, but I asked my mother to talk to my history class about it. She said she couldn't do it because it hurts too bad. She said, I don't care what they put in those textbooks. You really don't know the pain of what it was to live that. And so I just wanted to take a moment to honor this man, just a moment of silence for all of us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We have, before I get into the show, I do want to also thank our executive producer for the show. It is Oliver Welch. Hi, babe. He's in the background. Those of you, you rarely see him, but he's watching every single show. But I just wanted to acknowledge that. We have a show for you today, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm saying this because I'm so honored to have the guests on the show that are here. We have the writer, executive producer, the stars of the show. It's on Tubi. It's a Tubi favorite right now. The last week, I think it had over 4 million views. I don't know how many it's this week. Probably, we will talk and find out, but I can tell you it's growing every single week because the show actually, the show, it touches, I think, all of our lives. If you've gone to church or you know what to be in a church atmosphere, and I think that's probably why it would resonated to me and what I have experienced in churches. And but it was just very heartwarming. It's a heartwarming story. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already seen it, to go to Tubi and watch it. But I'm going to read you the bio first, and then I'll bring our guests to the stage one by one. You can ask. If you have questions, please put those questions in. Before I see Deborah Wilson says hello, and we get that in before we get started. Hi, Deborah. Thank you. Welcome to the show. And then the other question or the other comment is, hello, is this live or replay? This is live. We're live right now. I like this. This is live. We're live, right? This is going on as we speak. Every Monday it's live from as many of you hear me say on the show now, the Mary D Show is live at 5:45. I have to add that 5:45, but I'm live every Monday, so you're welcome. So we're always live on Monday. But you can always watch the replay too, ladies and gentlemen. So you see on the flyer, you see the cast. I want to read the bios first, and then so you can get an idea of just who is in the room. And I'm so elated to have our guest today, because as you know, ladies and gentlemen, people, when they take time out of their day, it really does matter. So that's why I want to make sure you get an idea of the talent that's here this evening. First, this lady her name is Darletra Perry. She's an American actress, a singer, a songwriter, and a comedian. She's based in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And as of the early 2026, she is recognized for her roles in faith-based and family-oriented films, as well as her work on stage. Darletra has appeared in several feature films and stage productions, often collaborating with independent production companies such as Big Bam Productions and RBJ Entertainment, just to name a few. So Darletra, I'd like for you to come on the stage. And let me get you here. I see. There you are. Welcome to the stage, Darletra.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm glad you can make it today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for, like I said, taking time. Thank you. Next.
Of course. Thanks.
I was thinking, Darletra, I was thinking about all the lines you had to learn for that movie. Is that hard to do?
No, it's funny because you know how we memorize songs?
Mm-hmm.
You know how we memorize songs? It's the same thing. I said, God, you gave me this talent. How can I, use it? I was like, how can I memorize it? He was like, sing it. I was like, that's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah, that's
All
awesome.
right. Well, you did an excellent job. Excellent job. I tell you, my favorite part for you in the movie is when he says, I see you, and he walks over to you. That's my favorite part. It was. Next, we have coming to the stage. Now, I didn't see it before I say anything. Was Rodney, did he make it? I'm not sure. Don't think. So I'll go to, okay, we'll go to probably down to Destiny. I think, but that's okay. And next we have Destiny. Destiny Holley is an American actress whose rising career spans both film and television. She recently appeared as Melanie in the heartfelt 2025 drama Pastor Son, a story about faith, community, and stepping into one's purpose. Destiny is also known for her roles in Deceitful Lies and Crossing the Line. and she showcased her versatility in projects like the 2023 feature, The Hunting Creek, with a growing body of work that highlights her range and emotional depth. Destiny continues to build momentum as a compelling presence in contemporary drama. So, Destiny, welcome to the stage. And I always have a favorite part for you guys, by the way. I can tell you that.
How we doing, guys?
Fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you too. I'm glad. Thank you for taking time out to be on the show today. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Hey, Bestie.
Hey, Bessie. Look, I was waiting to say that.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, good. We're excited to have you too. And next, we have Sonja. Was it Everett? I want to say her name. You can correct me, Sonja, if I said it. Sonja is a fierce believer in dreams and the power of resilience. She is a woman who has navigated life's toughest challenges and risen stronger each time. Sonja has never surrendered to doubt or adversity. Instead, she has transformed every setback into fuel for her creative fire. Her journey is defined not by obstacles she has faced, but by the strength, grace, and tenacity with which she continues to chase her dream of being an actress, inspiring others to do the same. Her first role as Ernestine is Ernestine in A Pastor's Son. I'd like to welcome to the stage Sonja. Let's see, Sonja. I know you're here. Excited. And here you come. Hi, Sonja.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
If you didn't tell me that was your first role, I never would have believed it.
Say that again?
If you didn't tell me, I didn't know that was your first role.
Yes, absolutely. First time ever. Yes.
Wow. And my apologies for that scratch. I don't know if you can hear it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was because of Instagram, so I took Instagram off the feed. It wasn't Instagram though. So I don't know what's causing it. I have no idea.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My apologies. Okay, now, is it last but not least? No. So who am I missing? Oh, you're here. Oh, now we have, do we want to do a drum roll? We're going to do a drum roll. The drum roll is for the creative executive producer of this movie. I'm honored to say a friend. I'm so proud of her.
Yes.
And that is Miss Crishna Murray. She is she's a producer, an author, a scriptwriter, an actress, an artist, and all around creative.
Yes.
She was born and raised in Connecticut, then moved to her family roots in North Carolina in 2008. She holds a bachelor's degree in human services from Streamyard College. Krishna has over 20 years working with children and has also worked as an educator. Krishna is the CEO of Publishing House, a traditional publishing company established in 2020. Oh, I'm here next. I wish I could think about that. Okay. Then, as C.B. Murray, she admits to loving both the world and film industry. In 2021, Krishna Murray started a movie production company, Big Bam Productions. Krishna has worked in front of and behind. She has acted in films The Available Wife, Holiday Heartbreak, A Rich Christmas, Big 50, The Del Rhonda Hood Story, The Advocate, High Hope, Redemption, Wesley Christmas Wedding, and others. Krishna is an independent film producer and is quickly growing, enhancing her skills. In addition to creative talents, Krishna founded a nonprofit alternative learning center and community engagement incorporated. Through her nonprofit, she's able to she's able to assist her community with personal growth and development, mentoring and making environmental changes as it relates to substance abuse. Krishna has been a mental health professional for 27 years and has several certifications and credentials in her field of study. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage the executive producer and writer of Pastor's Son, Krishna Perry.
Yay, Krishna!
You know, and I say all that. You know, I mean every word. You are such an inspiration. You really are. I don't just say that lightly. I know 5 years, at least 5 years, I think. And during that time, she's always been, Mary, you can do encouraging me. I don't care what it is I'm doing. You can do it.
Yes, you can.
I just want you to know, lady, you couldn't be under a better leader. That's for sure. That's a fact. Because she's encouraging, I don't care what it is. You can, whether it's acting, writing. No, I haven't even thought about that. That hasn't come to mind. But definitely writing, definitely acting. So thank you for your encouragement. Thank you so much.
Sure.
This movie, I asked you, how did you get the idea for this movie first?
The idea for the movie?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea came from our mentorship group. We needed to, well, not that we needed to, but they were saying that they were looking for people to do Christmas movies. And so I originally titled this The Christmas Lock-In and ended up changing it because by the time I wrote it and got around to filming it, which was years later, I realized and learned that now I would be boxing myself in with only being able to have people watching it or creating revenue during a small part of the year. So I didn't change any of the script, but I did change the title.
Okay, I remember that. The title you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that title. I didn't know the title though, but yeah, I remember.
Yes.
Okay, it says Elaine. Apologies. I'm trying to figure that out now as to what is it and why is it. But I don't want to push the wrong button. Next thing you know, we don't have a broadcast. So my apologies, audience. I don't know if it's because there's 5 of us on and that's what's causing the noise. I have no clue.
It did it last week too.
Yeah, but I think the Instagram thing off.
I tried to play it on Facebook to see if it was making the noise it is.
Oh.
Hopefully they can make out most of our words.
You can make out most of it though?
I think I'm gonna mute myself and I was making out most of the words. I have it up right here. I'm gonna mute myself again and I'll get back to you in just a second.
And see, I'm trying to do something.
I thought the same thing. If I mute mine, if it'll stop.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know where it came from. Nothing. But anyway, we're gonna push through because I know I can't. I mean, to get all of you here, it's like wow, for us. So I don't want to have. Did it stop?
It didn't stop, but we can make out most of the words.
It stopped. It
stopped. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's great. We're done.
I think we have to mute for it to if we're not speaking, we'll mute ourselves.
Oh, okay. I'll mute again.
Yep. So when you talk to us or we want to say something, we'll unmute.
Okay. Maybe that was it. We just didn't know it.
High five, y'all.
Okay. That's thank you. However it came, we figured it out. I'm glad. But we do have our audience has some comments, so I want to make sure we get those comments in. But you were saying, Krista, now I can hear you clearly. You were saying, how did you come up with the idea?
I came up with the idea in our mentorship group. they were saying that some of the networks were looking for Christmas movies.
Right.
And so I sat down and I thought, what Christmas movie can I write? Also, just a fun fact about me is that I love Christmas movies. I'm like the corny, I'm not calling Hallmark corny because I definitely want to be up there one day, but I'm that where they play, it's like the same storyline. I will sit down and watch those Christmas movies over and over and over again.
Wow.
like it's the first time I've seen it. So I love Christmas movies. I just love like the whole thing. I love love, and so like the whole kind of romance and like where one person doesn't realize the other person is there. So that was the driving kind of like force. I'm like, I want to write a Hallmark movie. That was where I wanted it to land. So maybe one day Hallmark, check me out.
You never know. You never know. But I can tell you that, and ladies, and I'm going to ask because as you're wonderful actresses, what was not just the movie? How did you get involved in acting? Now, I'll start with the lead. I keep saying it, Darletra. What was it high school? Was it college? What made you go into the creativeness of acting?
Darletra. Yes. So, literally all my life, I kind of just entertain people, literally from dancing to like, just like impersonations to anything. So people always used to say like, you're going to be on TV one day. So I literally always desired to be an actress, and a Christian actress at that. So I started probably like in middle school, high school, auditioning for like Disney stuff and different things like that, and doing TV production. Then started doing stage plays, and then I started telling God I want to be on TV. And then I started being in films and movies, and it's just been going ever since. So
Wow. Well, I can tell you, I really enjoyed because this is what I always say. I enjoyed your work because I recognize you working. I mean, it's fun and everything too, but it's like when I was asking earlier about remembering lines, how hard is that? And you're like, no, since you're a songwriter, it just made it easier. You do it the same way you do this. But to me, it looks like it's a lot of work to do all that.
Really
But it's
not, because if you're like doing a back and forth dialogue with somebody, you kind of start to memorize their lines and your lines. The more you repeat stuff over and over again, and then the more lengthier lines, like I said, like you could just sing it, and that's the gift that God gave us, to memorize stuff. So
wow. Well, I can tell you did an excellent job. Excellent. So, thank you. Destiny, how did you become an actress?
I became an actress because of my amazing mother, Krishna. I accompanied her to I I think we were in Maryland, where I don't know where our hotel was, but she was gonna be on set doing art department for Megamind for her mentor Tressa. And I accompanied her on the trip. I was at the hotel. And this crazy, like, I'm gonna skip all the crazy stuff, but some crazy story happened. And I couldn't get back over the bridge because there was a storm. And so I wasn't able to get back over the bridge to get to the hotel. And I called my mom, and like she basically like asked if it was okay if I came to set. She kind of didn't ask, she just told me I could come. But I was gonna sit in her car. And then I had to use the bathroom. So y'all went inside to use the bathroom, and when I went inside, my mom's introduced me to everybody, and so of course, like it's not, I'm friendly. I go back to the car. She's leaving for the night, so the next day, I was invited on set as background talent. So that was my first time ever being like officially on set, seeing how things work, being a part of the whole process. I got wardrobe from Hush Boutique that I was actually able to keep, which was pretty cool. It was just like a whole cool experience. And I remember getting dressed in the car with my mom in the Range Rover and doing our makeup in the car. And it was just like such a great experience. I had so much fun. I didn't know it would be like that. And that was for Holiday Heartbreak. And it was such a great time. From there, I knew I wanted to act. And then I got my first opportunity to actually act in Finding Me, produced by Big Bam. And it was amazing. From there, I have just known my love.
Good for you. I did not know that that Krishna was your mom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I can tell you now. This was so. This wasn't your first production.
No.
Or- okay, good for you. All right.
Did it
Well,
seem like it was?
no, it's I wouldn't know when I'm just saying no.
I'm kidding. I'm playing.
I was like, even when I found out it was Sonja's, I was like, kidding. I was shocked. So
We had a great cast.
you did. You really, and it was a good chemistry for all of you guys. Yeah. So Sonja, I'm gonna ask, how did you get the acting bug?
Hi. So it is, I believe in divine intervention. From the first time when I was a little girl watching All My Children with my Nana, and I seen Erica Kane, I was like, I want to be an actress. And, that was just me as a little girl. I never pursued it. I met Krishna in 2022 through her grandmom, through my job. Oh, hi, Miss Olivia. And so I was at her house one day, and she was talking about her movie, and the person that was going to play Ernestine, they weren't available. And she said, hey, you want to do this role? You want to do this? And I was like, you know what? I'll try it. And I did. So that's how I got the role.
Wow, you did until you told me, I did not know that's the first
That's
time.
not how it went.
What? Oh, how'd it go?
And no shade to the person that backed out, because it's my cousin. I fight somebody over my cousin. So my cousin backed out the last minute because not to any of her fault, but she couldn't make it. And Sonja was at my house, and I was distraught, and I was like, "What am I going to do?" And she said, "I can do it." I said, "Have you ever acted before?" She's like, "No, I could do it." I said, "I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work." And she's like, "It's going to work. I can do it." And I said, "Okay, we'll try it."
Wow.
And here we are.
Here we are. Here we are. This is
that first try. I was like, "This is not going to work." And she's like, "Just I can do it. Just watch." And then that next time we were practicing together back and forth, and I just saw like 1,000,000% improvement, and I was like, I think she knows what she's talking about. She got it.
Wow. Well, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Like I said, ladies, all I would tell, I don't have to tell you already know. This is just as I said with Krishna, this is the beginning of Big Bam. This is definitely the beginning, because I know it can only go one way from here, and that's it. So just so you know. I want to go to our audience, because our audience has comments, and I want to make sure we get those in, because I know I get so carried away sometimes I forget. So anyway, so we did say Deborah said, and Ruby, do you remember Ruby? Ruby is from Trophy Wife. I don't know if you were on the set with Trophy Wife. Were you on the set with Trophy Wife? Ruby, I met Ruby in Maryland. I was back in Maryland for, I forget which movie now, but I was there. I was there working, and I met Ruby at one of the luncheons there. And they had that. So hi, Ruby, and she is actually one of my super fans. She comes on almost weekly. Ruby comes on almost weekly. So all right, is this live? It is live. I know it's live. We're live. And then he said, I'm hearing some background. I hope you don't hear it now. I don't know. We figured there was a microphone. So thank you for that. Unfortunately, we can't go back to Instagram. I cut the Instagram feed off because I thought that's what it was, but that's okay. It'll be back up next week. That's what Elaine said, some background noise. So that was earlier. We've been blessed to get through that. Thank goodness. Okay. And this says, okay. That's what Ruby said, to mute if you're not speaking. Okay. It said, where was it filmed at? Ladies, they want to know, where did you film this movie?
In Durham, North Carolina, the Bull City.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great place. That's where we filmed it at.
So it was all filmed in what? And was it in how many locations?
We had the church. I'm trying to. My church, my sister's house.
I think we only had 3.
Was it 3?
or maybe just 2, because we at the church. Oh no, we did a lot of stuff in the church, and then
Yeah.
I feel like we were around. Did we
Well,
go somewhere else?
you at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
See, you at
At
the
the
church.
church.
Church, a lot was done at the church. I definitely know that. And then you had Legends apartment or
That
Legends
was
house.
okay. That's why I wasn't imagining it. 3 locations
Okay.
because Legends House was in Wake Forest.
But then we went. I would meet we had a crew in Maryland, and we went and filmed with Kelly Williams.
Oh shoot, so 4.
In her very beautiful mansion. I was very appreciative.
I thought she did her part was really cute too. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I can't make it. I'm telling you, I know the word. I know the words. Anyway, this is that was a feedback. Oh, I'm sorry, because Elaine says hello, ladies. She says hello to all of you beautiful, dynamic, and talented ladies. Yay!
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
For sure, for sure. I know too. Now, as this project is on doing well on Tubi and everything else, are there other projects that you are working on or looking at or thinking about working on or anything like that going on for any of you ladies? I don't know.
I'm filming at the end of the month in Atlanta for Eva's Revenge, and I am playing the antagonist. So I'm really excited. Yeah, just super excited. I just got my film dates today, so looking forward to that.
All right. So you filming in Atlanta?
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's so much filming that goes on down there. I say down there.
There's so much filming going on everywhere, I'm noticing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I know that's where I filmed a lot was in Atlanta. And Maryland too, but more in Atlanta. I noticed that. So yeah. And what's the name of it? So keep it in mind.
Eva's Revenge.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody dying.
It sounds like it, right?
Yeah. Could be wrong, but that's what it starts. Somebody not gonna make it. That's what and then I know that you're always writing, Krishna. So I know you have another project that you're writing.
I am writing slowly a project that I want to film in April. I'm also going to be in Atlanta for Eva's Revenge at the end of the month.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm supposed to be I got double booked because there was a project that didn't get filmed. They didn't get to my scene this month, so they did a date for February, but I already got booked for something else. So I got to decide what I'm doing. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Sonja and then Darletra. Sonja. Any upcoming projects? Are you writing?
No. This was like a chance of a lifetime, this whole experience for me. So, I'm just on the train with the whirlwind. I had a fabulous time, doing my role. I enjoyed it, the cast. It was a ball. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, you never know that. That's one of those. You never know. And Darletra?
Yes, I have a couple of movies coming out this year. We literally just wrapped and had our movie premiere yesterday. So it's called Baltimore Siege. So that should be coming out.
Let me write it down.
Too. Baltimore Siege.
Okay. And what was the other one?
So the other one is a documentary, but it's coming out this year as well. So we're still filming in the midst of that. So.
All right. Because I know it really, ladies and gentlemen, it takes about, did you ladies say about a year from filming to actually seeing the production? About 12 months.
Depending on how fast people can edit and, put it on, then yeah, it could be about a year or more.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same because I know like films. You always hear about films that they came out like 4 years later, or it took them 4 years to film it or something. I think it just depends on the project, like who's involved, with people's availability for filming, and then sometimes like, the film might be edited, it might be done, but then it's not released because there's a specific moment that we're waiting for, or that we're gonna do a premiere a specific way, something along those lines, and then
Yeah.
also because a lot of the times that like casts are already contracted for other projects, they may not be available to do these great events we might want with those movie releases. So maybe we're waiting to make sure that we can include as many of the lead cast as we possibly can or something along those lines. So I would definitely say, and this is just the answer for anyone who's thinking about getting into film, to never be discouraged if you feel like a movie, it's not moving that fast, or, you guys wrapped 3 months ago and now it's not out yet. Like, don't feel discouraged because it's coming and it's gonna be great.
I'm glad you said that because I think in the independent world, people that are newly getting into it, they have false expectations. And then some people are getting stuff out real fast, but quality shows. And then also your pocketbook, because some people might be able to get it out faster, but they have a larger budget, so they have a bigger post-production team. But I always tell people, because I think also being a Black filmmaker, we get it a little harder because I just don't. And I've worked on other productions, like the bigger productions, and you never get people saying, "When's it coming out?" It's been forever, but for some reason they feel so comfortable to coming to me asking me craziness questions like they're helping me pay for something, and it's so disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I try to tell people to think back when we had television, cable, right? And we watch television, and it'd be a trailer come out, and we're like, I'm gonna go see that. And so it's like right now, January, right? And like, oh my gosh, and then it'll say coming out Christmas 2026 or coming out spring 2027. We're like, what? I always tell people, like, think back, because it was a reality. It would be like the next year, but they're already like marketing it.
Yeah.
And that's Hollywood,
Yep.
It's like, come on, give us a break. We are trying over here.
I do remember being on the edge of my seat as a kid. When you saw a movie coming out next Christmas, oh baby, I'm ready to go. I don't have any money, but I'm coming. Where's the mom at?
I think, and we forget that though. That, and remember, it wasn't that long ago. You had to be in LA or New York, and that was it. That was it. There were I didn't even think we used the word independent filmmakers. I don't think that was even.
It didn't exist really.
It didn't, because the cameras alone cost like $500,000 just to film. So the reality now, if the world has changed, we're no longer where, because people, as you know, people are filming with iPhones. So now we no longer have to sit and.
Well, not us.
No, no, we're not. But I would say there are people doing it. It's just an option. I think it's better than not filming at all. Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
It still has opened up a whole new world. Now you hear about, like you said, filming in Atlanta, and Destiny said everywhere people film now. It's not limited like it was to just those two. Well, it was stage was in New York, but they still did movies in New York too. But LA was movies, and that was just, to me, that wasn't that many years ago. And that was your only choices. So to see the availability now, and so many filmmakers now, I'm just glad for that, and so many stories being told.
Can we interview Sonja real quick? Because she is well, I don't know if she wants to share what she does, her profession, but she has a very important job. She doesn't. Okay. You want to share? No, she doesn't want. I don't know if she wants to share. If she does, she'll tell you what she does. But she has a very, very important job, and there's an emergency right now. So, but I asked her to hold on for a minute. Can you interview her? She has some good stories to tell and some funny things. And I know I think we all did a great job, but the people's favorite seems to be Ernestine. People like really, love to hate Ernestine. They're like, what?
She had.
I love Ernestine. I'm just saying, and Ernestine's my favorite as well. But yes, I'm not sure how many minutes you could give us, but if you could,
without a doubt. I know you mentioned before you didn't want to spoil the story for me, It was something you were going to share. You said, and that's Sonja.
Oh yeah, just how I got the part. Like I didn't audition for it. It was just by, chance.
Right.
The original person backed out at the last minute. I happened to be there with Krishna. She was stressing out, and she gave me the chance, the opportunity, and Ernestine was born. And I had so much fun doing that role. Like I did. It was fabulous. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, you never know though. That could be just the beginning. This is what I believe that like you mentioned before, there are no accidents in the universe. That role was for you.
Yes, I believe that. Yeah.
So
She's just the polar opposite of my personality because she's just messy. It was just so much fun to play her. Like Ernestine, like she loves the church, but she didn't like Chloe. She didn't like Legend. She didn't like the whole situation. She loves the pastor. She is about structure, but she was messy. She was nosy. She was just,
To be honest with you, we have every church has a Sonja. I mean, Sonja.
Yeah, Sonja. Ernestine.
Every church has an Ernestine. I think honestly, I think they're needed because what they're doing is setting a standard. Maybe they're, they could be off or whatever, but they're trying to set a standard is what they're trying to, I think. But I think every church has one.
Agreed. That's the feedback I've gotten. Like everybody could relate to Ernestine. Like there's an Ernestine in every church, matter the denomination. You know what I mean? Christian, Baptist, it didn't matter. There was an Ernestine in the church. So yeah, that was so much fun doing that and listening to Krishna's vision for Ernestine. And I pray I did her justice. She tells me I did, and I just can't thank her enough for the opportunity because it was so much fun.
Oh, when we would see her coming, like, oh, here she come again. So no, we know you did an excellent job. I'm telling you. And another one of my actually was when there was going to be the fight in the foyer at the church when the two women.
Yes.
And I sat there thinking, this is in the church if people want to go to church.
Listen, the script called for me to rip her wig off.
Wow. No.
That's what it said. It really wanted me to get real messy. I was supposed to snatch her wig off. Yes.
But you didn't go that far.
No, I didn't.
It was bad enough. Just the face to face was bad enough. I don't think you had to go that far for us to get the, what was going on.
Apparently, my mouth was enough to provoke her to choke me.
No, you guys did wonderful. Like I said, we turn it on every day. It's on 2 without a doubt.
I love it.
Yeah, because I know I'm just so proud of Krishna. I just get excited for her.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So we're doing our part.
Did a fabulous job with this script, her cast, everything that she did was it was so relatable on so many levels to so many different people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my friendship is so vast, and everybody said that movie was fabulous. They could relate to it. Yeah. They loved Chloe. They hated Ernestine. And this is my friends and family. They're like, you were so mean to Chloe. I was like, I was acting.
But I think you needed, like I said, it was the balance of both. You needed both, and to me, in there. Those characters balanced each other out. That's what it was. So
Chloe and Ernestine.
Yeah. I think you did.
I hope so. I hope everyone got that because that was, part of the goal. But it was a blast. I love that movie. I'm so glad I was part of the cast, and
Well, you should.
Don't worry, we're gonna have a part 2, so I need you back.
Okay, part 2.
Mary, we can have a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, now I got this. Well, I was going to say I may want to work on the production, but I don't want to say that because I got to. I'm telling you, it's not that I don't. I've got to get my own. Until then, I said, you gotta just stop and focus. Because as you know, I run around a little too much, if you ask me. So I'm trying to stay focused and write my own. So that's coming. So I'll be a feature. My goal is to have it written this year and to have it go in production next year. So that's the
Okay. Well, thank you for A Pastor's Son. Thank you, Krishna Murray. Thank you, Big Band Productions.
Yeah.
I look forward to working with you again. I love the cast. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Fabulous. Great time. Pastor's Son. Watch it on Tubi TV. Hey.
And Mary,
everybody.
Before you go real quick, did you, because I know when we were backstage, you told her your favorite scenes, but did you say your favorite scenes while we were live?
I guess I didn't. Okay. I have
Can you act out that one with the one you were doing?
Yes, that is one of my favorite. When she's going side to side, I start laughing because what more I'm trying to get you to understand. We locked it in.
Listen, my son-in-law made a meme about that scene, and it's on TikTok. It went viral. Yes.
Wow.
Like this, yeah. Me going like that to legend. Yes.
Well, I have all of you. I have favorite scenes in there. I do, but I just really the one I mentioned with Krishna when she tells you don't slam that door, and you slam it anyway. That scene is one of my favorite. And it's just so many that I can actually point them out. Destiny, I like your scene when you're telling when you call Chloe church girl and you stop calling her church girl. She goes, "Oh, I'm not the church girl anymore." There's different ones in there, and even when Chloe, when a legend walks up to you at the end and he says, "I see you," I just love that scene. That is one of my favorites. So all of you have things that are just like they stick with me. Just something about that scene reminds me of something in life, or it's just like at the end, I just like that he finally realizes who she is to him, and that's his wife. But he didn't know it all along. But she knew it, but he didn't know it. Yeah. So the whole, like I said, the whole movie, it vibrates with me. It definitely it's one of those that stick with me. Just know that. So that's telling you about your work that is affecting other people. For sure. But if you did have to leave, Sonja, I understand. But I do want to thank you again for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, ladies. Love you. Pastor Son.
I have to go as well, but I thank you so much for the opportunity just to do your amazing show. Thank you.
I didn't know. But thank you for being here. I wanted to say one more thing before I did. I just want to thank you because you were the lead in that production. And that having that responsibility, I want to ask how did that affect you? And that was the one question. How did you feel about you? Basically, are responsible for the movie to a certain extent. Oh, somebody may have their mic open. I don't know.
So honestly, I just love being able to bring Krishna's work to life. Just for her choosing me for that role, it meant a lot. And just to be able to, embody that character and hopefully just made her proud. That was just an honor to me. So thank you.
You beyond made me proud. Like I we've worked together several times, and I hope that we work together several more times. Times 10, 20, 100.
We locked in.
We are locked in. You are so talented. And what I think people don't realize about you, maybe they do, but it was like you're so funny. So like I want to do something more comedic, and Pastor's Son opened my eyes to how funny you are and like such a great spirit. And I was just like, wow, like I just see like I'm into kind of like the 80s, 90s TV show kind of theme, and you deliver that. So I want to see you do like a series, like a comedic series where people can really get to like learn you and love you, because you are phenomenal. You are phenomenal. But yeah, we're definitely
gonna. You already know I want to be as big as you want me to be. I'll do it. Whatever you need, I got you.
I'm going to get to writing. I'm writing now, but yes, I have something in mind for you for the one I'm doing in April. Hopefully you are booked and busy, but hopefully you're available during when I can book
I'll
you.
always be available for you. Know that.
Oh, well, thank you again for being here. I know we have some other comments, but I don't want to. I know your ladies, your time is really valuable. But I do appreciate you coming in. Please come back, all of you. I would like for you to come back.
Of course. Let us know. We'll come
Just
back.
Yes, I would be good to get them some solo interviews.
Yes, I would love that. I definitely would.
Just email me. I'll be happy to come back. And Bestie, before you go, yes, like she said, you're phenomenal. And every time I watch it, like literally every time your Chloe just becomes more and more funny to me, and I fall in love with her even more. Like even just our connection too, because you're just so pure in the film, and you have a great spirit. Like I got to interact with you on multiple sets, so I get to see that spirit. But your spirit, like in real life, actually shines through Chloe on screen. And it's so amazing because, like she said, you do bring that really positive, fresh attitude. And I heard you say that when you were younger, it was really something you look forward to, being a Christian actress and not just an actor or actress in general. And so being able to embody that role and just the support, like I saw you play, it was so believable. Like that really could have been you. Like y'all just could have been real people that I sat and saw. And it was just so beautiful. And I mean, I'm so proud of the way that you embodied Chloe. I've seen you embody other characters phenomenally. So I just want to give you your flowers because I just love it. It's just so amazing and so refreshing to see that, especially because, like I said, you have such a beautiful spirit in real life. So I'm delighted, and I'm glad we get to come back for part 2 together.
Yes, listen, I love playing your best friend. You are amazing, beautiful inside and out. And you just bring that young, fresh hipness to any set. And I love that about you. You're just authentic and amazing. And I
Do
love
you
to
know
see
how it's
how
real life?
you evolve. Like you're amazing. I love you. You know
I
that.
love you. And I just realized we played besties on 2 different
I was
films.
about to say
I
that.
know. I love that. And look, we just are just like literally have our connection and it just
Hmm.
feels so natural. So I love
And
it.
I want to say this one more thing. I know you have to go. I'm so sorry. About Darletra, y'all. So I know she had said something about remembering lines and how singing helps her. She is someone who on set, a lot of people, she'll run her lines, don't get me wrong. She'll run the lines, but she knows them already. So she's playing music, relaxing, getting the vibe right. And there's this song she was playing on repeat. And when we were on set for Pastor's Son, we were getting ready to do the scene where he was getting ready to tell you I see you. And it's a song by Diddy and Jasmine Sullivan. I forgot what it's called, dang. But I like the song a lot. But anyway, she keeps replaying it. She has a beautiful voice. So I'm hearing her sing and it's making me feel good and relaxed. And I don't memorize my lines for any film until like the day before because I have a lot of stuff on my mind. So like to me, I have my stuff too. So I'm like every week vibing like, but it was just so great to have that just like really soothing energy and then to hear her soothing voice as well. It was amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to just throw that little thing in there. I love how you just always have that good peaceful energy. Like when you come up there and then you just do whatever you can to make sure everyone around you is peaceful and they're smiling.
Wow.
Oh, I listen. Thanks for the flowers. I want to throw them back to you. You're so amazing.
Look, it's like look, I'm throwing, I'm catching, I'm throwing, I'm
We gonna
catching.
keep going back and forth, right? Okay,
But I love you. Mwah.
Thank you
Krishna,
again.
always, you know it. Thank you so much, man.
Ladies,
You have a blessed one.
wonderful, both of you. I really did. Like I said, but I do appreciate you coming. I know we have comments, and I haven't been able to get to the audience, but I want to get to the audience and let them know we appreciate them. Hold on,
You do.
and I know I need to.
I have to run downstairs really quickly. I have a delivery, but I actually have to go grab it with the pen. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. All right, but the audience has comments. Krishna said I can answer all the questions. Yeah. Here they are. Let's see. Here we go. And that's okay. This was a Deborah. Deborah says, thank you, Father. He says, Father God is good. But this is way back. I think this is like 20 minutes ago. Before I could get to the comments, I wanted to make sure I got to them though. So thank you, Deborah. I want to make sure if you have a comment, I want to put it in here. They said, where was it filmed at? I did say that. Didn't I say that?
Yep.
And we did answer that. Okay. And Ruby says too, what city was it filmed in? I didn't.
Durham, North Carolina.
Okay. And Deborah says, I'm so excited to be a part of this show and what God has for you. And congratulations to all of you. Much success. Thank you, Deborah. I agree. Like which I often talk, this is just the beginning. When you meet people that, I think it's still, even though you filmed, how many films now, Krishna? How many do you have?
I have to check.
I'm saying,
well, not a lot in comparison to like the big dogs, but
okay. But do you remember it wasn't 5 years ago you didn't have any?
I didn't have any, right? And I started filming, I think, in 2022 or 2021. 2020, I have to look, but I think I have like 12 films, maybe. I gotta check.
Okay. She said, Ruby says, I watched the movie Pastor Son on Tubi yesterday and thoroughly enjoyed it. Congratulations to you all. We are creating a multi-billion-dollar film industry outside of Hollywood.
Speak it, Ruby.
Well, Ruby is in.
We're manifesting that, Ruby.
Ruby is in Maryland. So, and then, do you cast too? You do your own casting?
I did. Well, yes and no. Hi, Stacey Nicole. It's my sister.
Hi, Stacey Nicole. Welcome.
So sometimes I do, but when it gets to the big dogs, I do not. I leave that to the professional pro. And Ave, she is phenomenal. She is the casting director, and she just keeps everything in line. So no, I do. Yeah. So I do some casting. So I usually list myself as an assistant, casting assistant or associate. But the casting director on our larger projects, that goes to a real casting director. That's not me. Ave.
Okay. And Sheila Harmon says, hello, ladies. Hello, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. I know Sheila actually has been with the show since the beginning of the show, if I'm not mistaken. She's been here for a while. Yeah. She's definitely been very supportive. So nice of you to come today, Sheila. I appreciate you. And I'm trying to make sure we get all of the comments in. And this is Ruby. Ruby says, to Krishna, was it based on true friendships that you knew about?
Yeah. I definitely pull from real life experiences and situations and situationships, and just really kind of I think pulled from not just like me, because a lot of times people ask that, did this really happen to you? Like it's not me. Like a lot of it was things that happened with me, but it was like just being in the room with your girlfriends, your sisters, and your friends and your coworkers, right? And just the experiences that we have as humans. Mm-hmm. And I always say this, like animals and insects, they get it. Humans, we make it difficult for no reason. It's like, like we're just for some reason have a hard time figuring out. But I definitely, these are all real life situations, and I, put it in a way where it's creative and, it's not necessarily possibly verbatim, but definitely utilized real life experiences to write it.
All right. This is our executive producer, Oliver West, says, hi, ladies. Thank you for joining the show. Great movie.
Hi, Oliver.
And we were at the walk today. I started to do the walk. I said, you only got so much energy, So anyway, hello, Gwen. Gwen is a cousin. She said, hello. She said, I'm her cousin. And Krishna said, Krishna, hello, and happy MLK. I tell you, Gwen has been, she's a super fan. She's been here for, they said, a couple of years now. She's been, she would come when I was at one during her lunch. She would, nice. Okay, no, I think I saw Elaine had one that was long. Okay, I think I got all of them. I want to make sure that if you left a message, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to make sure that your message got in for sure. But I know too, what I don't know if you probably can't talk about what you're writing, like you said, because they come from personal experiences. But what would you say to someone that's interested in this industry, Kristen? Because did you know you were interested?
I didn't know I was interested. I know that I've always been a writer. I've been writing since I was a small child, but writing like stories, right? And I was a children's book author. I still say I am, even though I haven't written anything. I got like a little missing it the other day, so I'm gonna probably write another children's book and put that out soon. But I always like identified as a book author, and I didn't know anything about film or scripts or anything until I met Tressa, and I came in her group, which was at the time I did was the Winner's Circle. Now we're Access Granted. But the Winner's Circle, I'm always going, baby, I'm the Winner's Circle because I'm about to win. I am winning. I'm about to win. I'm winning, and I'm gonna keep on winning. But I was just trying to grow my book publishing company and try to figure out how to enhance that, and was in a group with most of the people trying to learn how to write, how to write a book. And she started doing film, and she gave us, she gave us opportunity to come on set as her mentees. And I just knew that I loved it from there, because it wasn't this exact time, but by the third time I got home and something doesn't feel right. And then I got back on set and I was like, oh, wow, I'm alive. I love this.
It is, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even explain it, because sometimes the days on a movie set can be like 15, 16-hour days. And the latest, I think, well, let me think about it. I'm trying to think. We were on there literally all night because the sun was coming up by the time, but it was like the last day that they were shooting and they were getting all the scenes done type thing. And I remember thinking, and nobody went to sleep. Everybody just stayed working. That was just
it happens. And that's another thing too, because we, sometimes we get people that are not so nice. Sometimes they're nice, but then they get grumpy and they're not so nice, and they try to say things, not too often to me, but they do say some things. But a lot of things get said behind my back that gets back to me. And I just, try to keep it together, smile and grin. But I am on these large sets, and we try to stick to the 12-hour day, and we do a good job for the most part, but things happen. But I've been on big sets, and I've worked with major stars who have been on the super, super big sets that say they might have a 20-hour day. It just happens. And it's like, it happens, like it's very common. So, but the fact that people are like, oh, this is, this is too long of a day, or this doesn't happen on anyone else set. Bull. I'm not going to say the other word. Bull. But we try to keep within that 12 hours, we respect people's time because they are contracted by day rate. So we don't want to, be disrespectful to their time, but it happens. Don't be harder on us than the big dogs. We're working with way less.
I know, but still getting it done.
That's right.
And still, right. I mean, that's what I think I admire most, is that you haven't let the not having $20 million stop you from making your movie. That's right. Never is. You can't really stop you from making.
There's times I didn't have $20. So I'm like, today I have $20, but I might have not had $20 last week. And that's the thing. It's like, just do it. And that's why I tell people, just do it. Don't compare yourself. Don't worry about who did what, who has what and how many, because everybody started with nothing, either no dollars or no films, no film credits. Like, it doesn't matter. You just have to self-reflect and really enjoy yourself and be a cheerleader of yourself, and don't worry about, there'll be people that will sit and compare themselves to me and feel sad and depressed. And guess what? There's people I will sit and compare myself to, and I'll be sad and depressed. So it's always perspective. Don't worry about who got what, worry about yourself. Yeah. I always compete with myself. I'm not worried about who else has done what. So yeah.
Well, yeah, because I have let's say I looked at you and said, you know what, I'm not even going to start because Krishna got 12 movies. So what I shouldn't even start. But this is what I learned a long time ago, ladies and gentlemen. The only person you're running a race against is you.
That's right.
There's nobody else in that race.
Nobody else.
It's just you. It's you against you.
Mhm.
That's really what it is. But
Yeah.
we act like there's somebody else, that they coming up the, like
Right.
and then if you run it and you put your blinders on, when I did that, this is a few years ago now, everything changed for me.
Mhm.
I stopped comparing. I stopped wishing. Just start working.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. So could people call and go, how do you do it? How do you do a podcast? And I'm thinking that that's an easy thing to do. It's only easy because I've been doing it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. So you do learn. And it is, don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid.
Exactly.
Nobody and I often say this, no one was born knowing any of this.
That's right.
Whether it's writing a book, whether it's making a movie, whether it's doing a podcast, it doesn't matter what it is. Everybody had to learn. Think about when you didn't.
And we're always continually learning. Like I'm always learning something new, and that's why I said that it's a disservice to yourself if you're not learning. You should always be looking at something, watching. Like with YouTube, it's this, like you can't go wrong. But also in person, reach out to somebody, go on someone's set, and just watch, right, or volunteer. And it's like you can learn a lot just by like volunteering and helping out, or watching videos, or asking questions. And there's a lot to do, but like don't expect things to happen if you're not investing. Don't expect others to invest in you if you haven't invested in yourself. Because I get a lot of calls and emails and text messages and people that, hey, put me on to this and do this and do that, and I'm looking, and I look at their social media. They're not doing anything. They're not doing any reels, any videos, anything. They're not acting anywhere else. But I'm like, don't expect me to gamble and put you on, and you're not doing anything. But you're saying that you do, and it's like it's different. Like the whole scenario with my friend Sonja. That was different. I'm talking about people that are saying they want to act and that they do this, and then they're wanting to be cast. Oh, I never get selected for anything. You're not even auditioning anywhere. So it doesn't work. People aren't just gonna, saying, like that whole situation with Sonja, that's rare. Like you don't just chosen, right? In that situation, it was like she was right in the moment. It was like what she said, God's divine intervention, because everything lined up for her to be right there in that moment. And we need that Ernestine, boy.
Yeah.
When people are reaching out to me, I'm just like, I'm like, I don't even waste my time. I just, smile and grin, or say, okay, or I'll let you know the next casting thing. But and I hope all those people are listening and watching, because you have to do the work. You cannot expect people to give you a handout or just give you a role, or to know that you can do something if you're not submitting auditions, you're not making videos, go live on Facebook, and just, start entertaining people. That's how, we'll know that you're ready to do the work.
That you're serious.
Yeah.
Because I think what people don't realize is just how hard all of this work really is. I'm not saying we don't have fun doing it, but it's work.
It is work. It is work. And that's the thing too. Yeah, it definitely is work. And I'm just like, we do have fun, but you have to be willing. And if you can't sustain that 12-hour day is rough. 12, and depending on what job you're doing, if you're acting, but if you're working production, even if you're scheduled 12 hours, you still have to get prepared before the day, get to set, right?
Yes.
Work your 12 hours, clean up from set, drive back to your room or your home or whatever, but then why you respond to emails and text messages, or have a family you got to talk to or something. So then you're going to sleep, you only get a few hours sleep, then you're back at it. So doesn't even matter if we're spot on for 12 exact hours, you are still minimally working a 14-hour day. And that also depends on where the set is, because set could be an hour away.
That's right.
We might have to drive to set with our start time of 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So then you have to incorporate that as well.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've been, like I mentioned to you, I've been crafty. Crafty arrives an hour before everyone else and leaves an hour after. Whatever time you have to be on set, we're there an hour to hour and a half early because we're setting up, we're warming up, we're getting everything ready. Because the minute people come on set, for those of you that have never been there before, they're thirsty, they're hungry, they want something to eat. So if you know that the crafty has to be there, knowing that they're most coming straight from home or from the hotel, whatever, and they're looking for a hot meal or whatever the case may, or even a cup of coffee, a cup of tea.
Crafty is very important. It's super important that you have to have crafty, you have to have coffee, you have to have juice, you have to have snacks, and you have to water, you have to provide it the entire time.
That's
so
right.
It's not like I'm just going to get it and forget it. You have to have it the entire time.
For everybody on set. And then not to mention that crafty could end up being the catering, but usually it isn't. Catering and crafty are two different things. So
yes, yeah.
I mean, when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, people eat. Let me
people eat. Look, you think you have enough? I'm like, woo. I'm looking like, okay, snacks are low, but people are there all day long. Last thing you want someone to do is leave set to go get a snack and get in a car accident and come back. Now your production and spend all this money is ruined because the person didn't come back. Or sometimes they're tired or something happens and they're upset and they're saying, you know what, forget this thing, and they leave and don't come back. And that has happened. Like that happened, not to me, but
I didn't know that because
people will leave. Depending on they may leave and then they're gone. There's been definitely people. Things happen. Like if you're in your everyday life and you can get in a car accident, why would it be any different if you're on set and having to leave? So we don't remove any opportunity for anything to go wrong. That's part of being a great producer.
You definitely don't want anybody leaving. Period.
No, period. Not leave set.
There, so you don't and that's why you're fed on set. That's why there is a caterer there. That's where they're the crafty, where you have your snacks and everything on the set. So nobody has to leave and go and say, well, I need to go get some potato chips.
Right.
You just go right in that room right there. And there it is. So, but Crishna, I want to thank you so much for coming out. This is our second or third time together, I think.
It's our third time together.
But you have been so gracious to give your time like this. I want to thank you for that. And really, and thank you for your encouraging words for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm writing just a couple of screenplays, but now I'm focused. I think it took me a while just to get focused. I'm focused now. Now I'm focused. So my goal, and Krista has encouraged me so much to finish my screenplay and then to just really start looking at filming and getting into production with it. So I'm getting excited about that. But I want to thank her because I can call, I can text, whatever. And she's always there and always encouraged. So thank you so much, Krishna. I appreciate you.
You are welcome. Well, you're going to have people mad at me now. I might take some time. I always respond, but if I'm busy, I will. It may be a little bit of time, but I respond. Yes.
No, with you.
People get on me like, you're not answering the phone. And I'm like, okay, well, 8 people are calling me at the same time and 22 people are just texting me.
But you do get back to text. You'll say, no, Mary, this, or yes, or send me that, whatever. You do. You will communicate. Let me say that.
Yes.
Don't get mad at it, okay? So Rodney came. Wow. Yeah, he just came.
I was like, we had a great talk, but I want to make sure people know A Pastor's Son. Please go watch it on Tubi.
Hold on. Rodney, can you come on for a second? Hello. The one and only Rodney Perry, number one. How are you? Hello. Hi. We were just about you just made it before we were about to end the broadcast.
I'm so sorry, guys. Oh. I'm just exhausted, man. I've been gone for 4 days. I'm just tired.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Tell you, why don't we do this? Why don't you come back another time and we'll do a new broadcast with you?
Okay. I'll talk right now, but I'll talk then too. I'm here.
Well, we were going over just talking about the movie and having people, share their experiences. And then I went over my favorite part. My favorite part for you was like, well, where's my money going? I don't see.
How about that? How about that? This movie is a great feel-good movie. It's faith-based. It's but it don't feel churchy.
Right.
At the same time.
Right.
So We got a great writer on here today. Wow.
Yeah.
And just talking with her on the set and getting to know her, it was a joy, man. Such a joy to work on.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think
Yeah.
that comes
I love
out.
me some Rodney.
I tell you, well, I can tell I was sharing with Krishna that all of you did a fantastic job. All of you did.
Oh man, I got a chance to see a bunch of guys face to face when I was in Baltimore, and it was like a homecoming, man. It was so many the good Q and Mrs. Perry and just so many great faces, man. And we had such a great time, a great set, a prayerful set, and how about this? Krishna is a writer, producer, but she be cooking.
Ah,
Yes.
all right now.
Well, I got to make sure people eat. I want to make sure you have a hot meal.
Yeah.
And if you look on our movie and see some pictures on the wall you can buy it from her.
Oh, because she's the one that has the pictures.
All our work. She's just a real artist.
Well,
And
I didn't know. Oh, all the artwork that we saw that was legend was really you.
yes.
I
Am
never,
I right? Am I right or am I lying?
You're right. No, you're right.
I didn't know that.
Because I will lie.
Well, I was not aware, but I know she's a creative though. I did know that though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Good stuff.
Well, what is your favorite part of the movie, Rodney?
There's so many, man. Around the table in the basement, we're having that conversation. We right before we get locked in.
Mhm.
That's a great moment for me. And I like the banter between Q and Miss Perry because sometimes in faith-based movies there's no steam,
Uh-huh.
and this movie had a little steam too.
Right.
And she was asking what a lot of women ask for is just see me.
Yeah. I told her, I said that is my favorite scene when he says I see you and he goes over to her. I just really like that. It's so touching, and it's really a love scene.
Yeah, as a man, it makes you ask the question yourself: Am I seeing my lady? Am I seeing her?
Right.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
A lot of us feel unseen. I know that you asked earlier about our personal, like, were these personal experiences, but that's definitely kind of like where I would say, like, you're gonna see me one day. You'll see me. It might be too late, but one day you're gonna see me.
Yes.
Because we do like go and just like I don't want to speak for all women, but I'll speak for myself and the majority of the people that I know. We do feel unseen, and like wondering like why.
Uh-huh. Because I think for her, and it was like, what more do I need to do for you to see me?
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, that's the thing I had to learn very late in life. I'm 51, so I probably learned it at 50. It doesn't matter what you do. If that man don't want you, he don't want you.
I don't know if that's fair, but it's kind of true. It ain't that he don't want you. He just, like he said, he just might not be seeing you at that moment. And sometimes people don't see you because God ain't ready for you to be seen. Like I think God spends time. If God is the ultimate creator, then sometimes He's just buffing you up, getting you ready to be seen by the world. And be wary, ladies. Be wary, because you want a guy to see you so bad, he might not be the right guy.
And that's the truth. And that's what I've seen, because I've had this conversation since the movie. Mostly, I've had the conversation with a lot of women, and it's like, boy, the people that I wanted to see me 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I'm like, ooh, glad that didn't happen.
How about this?
It's like that person was not the person for you.
How about this? Every relationship starts with a glance, a look, a simple look.
Yeah.
So, how many people, if you had just looked away, you could have saved yourself a decade?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
A
decade and lots of
on that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just real. It's real. I think it's you know what it is? We think we know what we want, but God knows what we need.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah.
What it is. God knows more. I mean, that's just how we think we know because we're looking on the outside, but God sees the heart of all of us. He sees what our heart is like on the inside. So, but we can't see that in people. So we don't really know. We just know what we see. That's pretty much, you know, we know they look like what I done said I wanted, you know.
And you know what I'll say too about this movie? It was funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
Uh-huh.
It was really funny. Like it's stuff I said I don't even remember saying.
Oh, really? Oh,
And it was on the page. I mean, Krishna wrote the joke.
right.
And I was like, I know how to improvise. That's too good.
Stop it.
Okay. All right. I would tell you, like I said, I know Krishna is an excellent writer. I just really admire her, and she knows that so much. And I see there's going to be a part 2 come in.
Yes, it's going to be a part 2.
It is this year?
Rodney's like, what? Yes, it's going to be a part 2. I'm going to write it.
I'm down like 4 or 5 times. I rock with this lady.
All right. All right.
Just because they got a part 2 don't mean you in it, though.
Oh, you in it.
She's telling you right now, you in
like,
it.
Oh, he said you think I'm in it. You better talk to my manager.
No problem. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Well, I want to tell both of you, thank you. Krishna's been here. This is her 3rd visit to the show, so we're always glad to have her. And Rodney, you're definitely welcome to come back.
Please excuse my tardiness, and I'll come again.
Oh, please do.
At least that's what my wife said I got to do.
If you have any this is what I was telling Krishna too. Do you have any encouraging words for someone who may want to go in the industry, to become an actor, an actress, anything else, or producer, anything?
You gotta start somewhere. Like you're not gonna have all the answers. You just gotta get out there and work. I mean, we made probably 5 movies. I know Christian's made 10 or 15 movies over the last 5 years. So you gotta start. You got an idea, write it, shoot it, produce it. I mean, it's one thing to write it, but to shoot it and get it edited and get it on the platform, that's a big deal. And not alone to have 2 million people watch it, it's crazy.
Yeah, isn't that something? And
we're at 4 million now, but yes.
Really?
Right. And if anybody loves me, we'll have 10 million by my birthday, March 31st. I hope the world loves me.
Come on, Aries.
That's right, Aries.
All right. Well, please come back again. I want to thank you two again for coming. And don't worry, I'll be in touch for you to come back.
All right, let's knock it out.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless. Everybody, this is our show for today. I want to thank you for coming. We will be back on Monday. I forget what it's the 20s. I want to say 26th. Don't quote me on that, but it's a week from today. And we will see you then. God bless each and every one of you. See you next Monday. Bye, everybody.